Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Stiplin Vaughn here, and we're doing something different this time. Instead of doing a live draw stream or doing a draw stream video, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to be doing erasing. Um, you can see how we've got pencil lines here. Okay. What I like to do is I wait until I'm completely done with the drawing. Then what I'll do is I'll go in with an eraser, and then I will hit it with the eraser to pull out all the pencil lines, and then the image really pops. Many times it's like magic, and so I like to do it so using a good old vanish eraser. Very nice. So we're going to just start here. I'm probably not going to do the whole thing for you guys, but we're going to do part of it here, and you should be able to see how the image, how it looks different once you take the pencil lines away. So just take a look at that, how it's how the image itself is changing because we're getting rid of the pencil lines. So now sometimes while I work is I'll hit certain areas. Okay. So let's. Okay, so let's go here. Let's see how I can. No, we don't need the sleeve. Let's see how we've. I want to try to erase. So here, we'll do it this way. We'll go this way, and we will. You see how the image looks completely different now. So when I get done erasing this, what I'll do is I'll take another look at the drawing, and I'll probably set it aside for a day or two, and then what I'll do is look at it again. Sometimes when you look at it after you've set it aside for a while, you'll see stuff that you missed, and it gives you a chance to do some touch-ups, which is something most artists, or specifically comic book artists, because they're always on a deadline, and hence they don't get a chance to go back and fix them. Perfect example is when DC Comics did the Crisis of Infinite Earths. They had to, Wonder Woman died, so they had to end the title. And Jose Luis Garcia Lopez did the cover. Well, apparently Jose, because of the deadline, Jose didn't like how it turned out. So once Jose got the artwork back from DC Comics, he then proceeded to finish the drawing. Which, like I said, I mean, most artists, they don't get a chance to go through, and once they're done with the pencils, it just gets shipped off the inks. Or even if they are in a situation where they get to do their own inks, lots of times by the time they're done, they're moving straight on to the next project, and they don't get a chance. So I try to take little mini breaks while I'm working. This image right here is a perfect example. And I had originally just done this face here and just a little bit underneath his chin. But I noticed that this was all blending together, so I hit the darks more on him, so he fell back and she popped more. Same thing over here. I didn't have all this tone in here in Tweaky, and so I put more in so that way she pulls forward away from Tweaky. I might still even hit this guy even more with more tone to push him back farther, because right now these big white areas are competing with these areas here on her. So, but we don't know. and very fortunate. Art hasn't given a definitive deadline on this piece. This is the fan piece for his competition for black and white. And I'm not going to go along with this. Okay, this is okay. We're not going to be doing too long on this piece here. And I'm realizing there's a possibility that this piece, when you see it, is going to be upside down. I'm hoping it's not. What I'll have to do is I'll first have to view it and then see if I can flip the video, but we'll find out. It's one thing about working on a phone or on a mount instead of using the camera or live streaming. Another example on this is, take a look at this robot head behind her fist. I just had tone there and realized after I'd done how he's competing with her, so I added more like of a dark tone here. Might still add more tone, but I really don't want to add too much because you take notice I'm not using holding lines, I'm just using the tone. In fact, let's see here and see if I can get this brought in closer. So you see how, yeah, it's not. So I didn't put a holding line here, I'm just using the tone to create the image. I try to do that a lot. You take notes. I try to avoid using the line on the side of her staff. Instead, I do more toning in the background here to create the form. But let's just hit her face, and then we'll call this video a done. So, yeah, look at that. Again, I drew a holding line for that harness that she had, or what she has around her face, this headgear. But again, I'm not drawing a hard line. I'm just using the tone of her face to make it pop and to create the form. So, but overall, kind of like it. And I'll be asking, instead of just post, I will be posting this for Art to see, but I'm also going to ask Art for his mailing address, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this to him, and he can do with it as he wishes. I win the contest, great. If, because I'm giving it to him, if he wants to use it and post it for free, he's more than welcome to. Unless somebody contacts me and says, I want that piece, then I'll make hard copies for him, and we'll see. But I don't know how Art and the other artists are about keeping the original and selling it. We'll find out. And this is another good reason why I like doing this, because as we can see, I didn't do the under part of him, the little nasal septum and the teeth. Didn't do that, so I'm going to have to do that next before I'm call it done. And this is again the reason why it's nice to use the eraser to hit areas, because that way you can see it. Plus, also, like I said, I like watching it pop. But there we go. That's how it looks. So I'm kind of happy with it. So, and can't really do too much more to this. If I do, I won't be working on it for a while. Was commissioned today to work on a new piece. My friend Jamie came up to me and he told me how his friend's husband died unexpectedly. Didn't die of an overdose or anything. He just died. I didn't really go into I didn't ask for details. And he wants this image done of his friend and her husband. So I'll be working on that probably about 5-10 minutes after I'm done working on this. I usually do, when I'm working on portraits, people can be sensitive about that artwork being shown, so I may not be posting any images of that. So, but just giving you one more look at it. So overall, I have to say I am kind of happy with this. I liked how she really did pop. Let's pull back on this. Let's see here. Let's see here. How was that? Yeah, it's a little bit better. What I'll do actually is take it off the harness and swing the arm. Bring it up high. So there you go. You can see the whole thing in its glory. So overall, I like it. So sorry this video's longer than I expected. I was only planning on doing a 5-minute video, and I went over. So I hope you enjoy it. And remember, as always, take life one dot at a time.